we have pencil case, journal, Bible, and phone. Hello there, and welcome back to another video. Now, today I am going to be taking you through how I do my devotional time, my Bible study time. And this does look a little bit different each day, but what I'm showing you is my best practice, the thing that I feel is most effective and what I would like to do as regularly as possible. So we have pencil case, journal, Bible, and phone. So to start off, this year I actually started doing the Bible in 1 year with Nicky Gumbel. Nicky Gumbel also does all of the Alpha courses, so you may have heard of him before. Now for this, I use the YouVersion Holy Bible app, which looks like this little icon here. So I have also set up a widget for my Bible in 1 year, which is just here. So it's dark at the moment and it's got a tick, and that is because I have completed today's devotional. But all I do is click on that widget and it will take me to the plan. The YouVersion app is amazing for devotional times because you have access to so many free plans, and they'll have a devotional and then they'll have the Bible verses that correlate, and it's just brilliant to have it at the tips of your fingers wherever you go. I absolutely love it. So the Bible in 1 year is obviously pretty intense, so there's a lot of Bible verses and quite a long devotional too. What's great about it is, depending on how my day is going, whether it's really busy, maybe I'm really tired and didn't get up terribly early, whatever, I've got it on my phone. I don't need anything else. All the verses and the devotional are right here on my phone. So there have been times where actually I've driven to work and then just sat and done it in my car in the morning before going into work. So that's one reason why I really like it. And also another feature that I really like is you can do a catch up. So up here there are 3 little dots, and then there is the option to press catch me up. Now basically, if you've missed a few days, you can click catch me up and it adjusts the dates for you as you do the plan, because if you miss a day, it does say you've missed 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, etc. And if you're like me, if I've missed a couple of days, I'll try and catch up on them, but sometimes that can just build up, and that, if anything, demotivates me to go on and do it. So being able to just catch myself up and see those ticks again and be up to date, I find really helpful. So this is in fact going to take me a little bit longer than a year because I have not done it every single day, but the important thing is that I'm doing it. So this is my devotional journal. Now if I just open it up to a random page, you can see that at the top there is a line for you to date your page, and then they have little Bible verses and this cute little trim around the edge too. And it also has a ribbon so you can mark where you are at. It's got faith, hope and love on it, which is 1 Corinthians 13 verse 13. So I am basically going to walk you through what I did this morning. So first of all, I put some nice soaking music up on YouTube, and then I opened up my journal and I sat there listening to the music and just wrote down things that came to my mind, and that actually took up a whole page. And in this time I also looked at the verse of the day, which is another thing that comes with YouVersion, so I've got another widget for that which sits above my Bible in 1 year. And this just gives a really good basis to start your devotional time by focusing on that verse of the day. It's there, it's literally given to you, and it's helpful just to slowly read that, so you're really paying attention to what the words are saying and focusing on what they mean for you in that moment. So that's the first thing that I did. And I then went over to the Bible in 1 year plan and read the first bit of devotional, and therefore started a new page of my journal. Now in my journal I wrote down anything that sticks out to me. So I wrote down a couple of sentences from the devotional and then picked out a few bits from verses that I read. At the same time as reading them on my phone, I also have my NKJV Bible, which I will also open and just look at the different translation. I find that can be helpful, and sometimes it can bring a little bit more clarity. And for this Bible, I have some Bible highlighters, which for me make the world of difference. I'm a write it all down person, highlight and annotate kind of person, to help things get in here. So for example, today, the first section we went to was Proverbs 2 verse 12. And as you can see, this page is already highlighted, and I've scribbled little bits of notes around the place as well. I use these highlighters to highlight my Bible. I got them off Amazon, and they're literally called Bible highlighter. They are gel highlighters, and they kind of have this waxy feel to them. The reason that they're really good is because they don't bleed through the Bible pages. Obviously Bible pages are very, very thin, so you need to be careful what you use, otherwise you're just going to get it all bleeding through onto the other page. So that is what I use, and I have a colour code scheme in the front of my Bible. So here we have pink are characteristics to be and true identity. Orange is things to avoid or warnings. Yellow, prayers, praise, thanks and truth declarations. Green, actions I should do. Blue, verses of encouragement. And purple, things about God or things he's done for us. Now obviously in this Bible there will be lots of verses that you read that you may feel go into different categories, so it can be hard to choose what highlighter pen to use. The approach I take is I highlight it with the appropriate colour to what I think God is telling me about that verse in that moment. So even though I may be reading something that is a truth declaration, if I feel in that moment God is telling me, look, this is who I want you to be, this is part of your true identity, I will colour it pink. So I just highlight it with what feels appropriate for what I'm taking from that message in that moment. So then I also have the same colour scheme going on in my journal here. You see I've drawn around these verses in different colours, and I have little bullet points here of notes that I've made. It just means that when I flick back through, things on this page jump out of me. Otherwise I just have 2 pages of writing, and realistically I'm going to flick back through that and not focus on anything. But this way, when I flick back through, instantly I'm drawn to the pieces of Bible verse that I've picked out, and some of the notes that I've made, they jump out the page. I have the app open, I have my Bible open, and I make notes. I had a long period of time this morning dedicated to doing this. Other days are much shorter. There'll be some days in here where I've literally just written a little bit at the top of the page and nothing else after. I think it's important not to put too much pressure on yourself. This is meant to be a positive thing. It's meant to be something that you want to do and enjoy doing. Putting a certain amount of pressure on yourself means that it becomes what you're producing opposed to what you're getting from it. That's all I have to say really. That's how I structure my devotional time. Some days I spend more time doing it than others. Some days I just do it on my phone. Other days I get these pieces out. It's about doing it in a way that you enjoy and that you feel like you are connecting to God's word. The true reason of a devotional time is to draw closer to God, hear what he's saying to you, and just spend time in his presence. So this is what I have been doing recently. I hope that you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.